Today we're at Fenway Park, and in this video I'm going to show you everything you need to know to enjoy the Red Sox game the right way. Starting with how to get here. I highly recommend that you take the T. If you don't know what the T is, it's pretty much just the train or subway. Round trip tickets are only $4.80. I'd recommend buying the round trip ticket so you don't have to wait in line on your way back. After the game, Kenmore gets pretty busy, so already having a ticket will save you a lot of time. I recommend the T because parking at Fenway will cost you anywhere between $50 and $60. Ubering is always an option, but with game day traffic, you will probably have to get dropped off early or even have to walk. Plus, trying to find an Uber at Fenway Park after the game is pretty much impossible and really expensive. I'm taking the red line from Broadway to Park Street and getting off on the green line. If you're not already starting from the green line, there are a lot of different ways to find a connection. So many, in fact, that instead of trying to explain it, here's a map. Like most cities, all of the subways are color-coded. Any combination on this map that gets you anywhere on the green line will work. Either way, you need to get to the green line to Kenmore. I'll see you there. We made it to Kenmore. Now before we go into the park, I'm going to show you some of my favorite bars around the area. Game On is a classic that I always happen to end up at. It's very close to Gate E, which is the nearest entrance into the park from the subway. If you're going to get some food, I would recommend their pizza. Max and Leo's is on the street level and lays claim to being the first restaurant in Boston to offer coal-fired pizza. The downstairs is massive and turns into a full-blown club at night. They have a ton of things to do, including batting practice at the official visiting team's batting cages. You can't go wrong with Game On. Bleacher Bar has got to be my all-time favorite bar in Fenway, and that may have to do with the fact that you're able to see right into the park. It's situated beneath the bleachers in center field and is open year-round. Bleacher Bar opened in 2008, and prior to that it was used as the old visiting team's batting cages. During the games, the glass garage door is brought down. You can still see out, but the players can't see in. If I can only go to one bar in Fenway for the rest of my life, it would have to be this one. I wanted to include some honorable mentions, one being the Lansdowne Pub, which is a classic Irish pub that opened in 2009, and the other being Loretta's, which is one of the only Nashville bars in Boston. Now, while bars and restaurants are great, if you wanted to try some of my absolute favorite food at Fenway Park, you've got to try some of the street food. Not just any street food, sausages. Alright guys, we have Fenway Park right here behind me. My personal recommendation is to get a Boston sausage. Alright, so let's give it a shot. It really hits the spot every single time. I'll show you guys some cool spots inside, like the red seat, Pesky's pole, and some funny obstructed views that you only get with the oldest ballpark in America. I'll see you guys inside. guys can't come to Fenway Park without having a Fenway Frank here. So Best hot dog on planet Earth. Weather is absolutely terrible right now. I don't even know when the game's going to start, but I'm still going to get some good shots, show you guys around, give you the recommendations, lay of the land. Let's do it.
Pesky's pole is a Fenway Park landmark. It's the right field foul pole that's named after Red Sox legend Johnny Pesky. His old teammate Mel Parnell coined the term because Pesky wasn't exactly a slugger. Pesky didn't hit many home runs, but when he did, they would all be around at this foul pole, which was and still is only 302 feet from home plate. That makes Pesky's pole the shortest distance to hit a home run in the entire MLB. On the contrary, the red seat marks the longest home run ever hit in Fenway Park at 502 feet, arguably by the greatest hitter who ever played for the Sox, Ted Williams, who, by the way, was teammates with Pesky. Anyway, the story goes that Williams hit the home run into the straw hat of a fan sitting in this seat. It's now forever enshrined as a single red seat amongst a sea of green. The bullpen cart is a funny piece of history that now sits within the concourse for fans to enjoy. It was the cart that brought out relief pitchers in the 1970s. For some reason, every MLB team had one of these back in the day. It's got to be at least worth taking a quick picture sitting inside of. There are a lot of things worth checking out inside of the park, like these small built-in displays with memorabilia from over the years. I even found one of these classic penny press machines that charge you 50 cents for a souvenir. I would suggest going into the game an hour early to really give it a look around. It's a small ballpark, so you can cover the entire thing pretty quickly. Speaking of which, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Unless, of course, you get stuck sitting behind this thing. Yep, and the park is over 110 years old. What else did you expect? You don't need expensive tickets to go to the game either. Whether you have tickets for standing room only or right behind home plate, you can enjoy both the Sam Deck and the Truly Terrace. The Sam Deck opened in 2018 and is located near Gate B on the 4th floor above right field. It's 6,000 square feet with great views of the park and tons of craft beer. The fact you can access the Sam Deck with standing room only tickets is the cherry on top. The Truly Terrace opened in 2022 and is located behind the bleacher section. It's almost 9,000 square feet with a massive bar and some grab-and-go drink lines. It's right next to the Nesson studio where you can see some of their live broadcasts, and it's really easy to get to and from your seats if you're in the bleacher section. Now, before you enjoy the game, make sure that you stay to sing Sweet Caroline in the middle of the 8th inning. And if you haven't already seen the wave, make sure you start it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.